Hey there, my name is Raj, and if you've come to this video randomly, just know that this video is a part of an entire playlist which has a much more structured approach towards OCD and recovery through natural methods. So make sure you check the entire playlist for better understanding. Cheers.
OCD can kiss my ass.
Alright, everybody, I've made my videos smaller in this one so that you're able to see what's written here and what's the technique all about. So finally we come to the technique part, and what is the technique to overcome OCD and how do we calm everything down. Since the theory section is now over, we finally come to this, and this is called the standing meditation technique. A little bit about the technique. This has been used by, I think, thousands and thousands of people suffering from OCD, especially in India, and hundreds of them who've been doing this regularly have benefited tremendously. And it's such a simple, such a logical, and such a scientific way to calm the system down, and a very simple approach to overcoming OCD. I've done this. I've done this for, I think, 6 months, easy. And the initial go, though, I was so pepped up about it when I started seeing the results. So, I used to do it in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even some, the max I've done is 1 hour, but that's not what I want you to do, because my willingness to overcome this problem was very high, but I understand that not everyone can put in a lot of time. But this is the technique, and if you just follow the basic stuff of it, this is going to help you in your OCD. And all you have to do, as I've covered in the first initial videos that I said, the commitment to the practice daily is the core thing. If you haven't seen these videos before, go check them out. That's very, very important, coming from a proper structure of what I'm talking about. This is the technique that you have to do every single day. That's the first primary technique. There are two techniques. One is this one, and the other one is the breathing one. The breathing one, if you do it with it, it's amazing. It's highly complementary to the entire thing, and it's just going to push your progress much, much, much faster. I would highly recommend it because I did both, and the breathing really, really, really helps if you do it every single day and regularly. So I'm going to come to the breathing after this, but this is the primary thing. This is a must. Okay. So this is a standing meditation, and this is how you have to do it. If you can just see this this figure here, and you're going to stand in this namaste kind of position, just hands between your right here in front of your chest, just standing like this, your eyes closed. Of course, you don't have to smile, that was just a picture. Just stand normally, and your both the legs a little 1 feet apart from each other, and you should not be wearing any shoes or socks. Now, if you are in a place which is extremely cold, stand on top of a mat or something. You can take a mat, but be bare feet. And just close your eyes and just start your timer on your mobile for 15 minutes, and just start it, and then come into this position. You stand like this, and you just don't have to do anything apart from this. Just stand like this. Now, when your body is going to move, so here are a couple of things that you have to take care of that. In this technique, the person has to stand still with their eyes closed, hands in this position, what it's called in India, legs 1 or 2 feet apart and barefoot. Try to keep the body completely still during meditation. So, for example, try to avoid at the initial go. It'll be a little tough. Your body, your shoulders might move a bit. This thing, but try to avoid. Just keep still. That's your objective, to keep as still as you can. Okay. Allow any thoughts to come in your mind. If whatever thoughts are coming, let them come. No issues at all. Even if fearful thoughts are coming, let them come. Let them move. Okay. If you're feeling itchy in a particular body part, just simply observe the itch. If you feel uncomfortable in your leg, simply observe the uncomfort in your leg. But just don't do anything, because it's just for 15 minutes a day. The second thing is that if you what you have to do is 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. That's the process that you have to follow. Do it, when you get up. There are no hindrances that you can't do this after any particular time of the day is not required. If you have missed it in the morning, do it in the evening. If you missed it in the morning, do it in the afternoon, after lunch, before lunch. No issues at all. Just give a little gap of 20 odd minutes after you've eaten food or something like that. Just try to do it before you've eaten something. It's going to go with more benefits, but there are no particular time to it. Just do it whenever you feel comfortable and can do it. As long as you're able to maintain the practice, any time is okay. So one can do more than 15 minutes also in one session, but 15 minutes is the minimum that is recommended. If you feel like doing it 20 minutes a day, up to you, no problems at all. But just do it 15 minutes a day, and that's all that is required in the morning, and 15 minutes in the evening. No music to be played during the meditation. That's again important. You don't have to put music, because again, we want you to be aware of your body at this point in time, and that's what the technique is all about. Another thing about this is that try to do this in a natural room environment with natural climate. For example, don't switch on the ACs on, if it's summers, switch off the AC, switch off the fan, and do it for 15 minutes. That's going to be more beneficial to you. But of course, in places that you can't really do it, when it's like really snowy and winterish, and you gotta do it in that normal temperature of your home, of course, then do it, no problems at all. But if you're in that climate region, wherever you are in the world, where you can basically, the cold is not that much and you can just stand there, or the weather is not that crazy, you can just be in the normal natural environment, that's the most beneficial. So let me just tell you the technique again. Standing like how this lady is standing, hands right in front, no moving during the entire process. Your legs little wide apart, barefoot on the ground. If it's very cold, you can take a mat. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Do it every single day. Keep your body completely still. Go ahead with the thoughts, whatever they're coming. If pain is happening, observe the pain. If the itch is happening, observe the itch. That's all you have to do. And you can do it whatever time that you want. More than 15 minutes is also okay, but minimum 15 minutes a day. But the core thing here is you gotta be regular in this. The regularity is what's gonna be the factor between people who overcome and the people who don't. It's as simple as that. You can understand the technique is nothing. It's no rocket science. Sometimes the biggest thing in the world, are the ones which don't have a complicated solution. And this is it. And when you start doing it, you'll understand that how week by week, month by month, your progress is happening. How your level of anxiousness is coming down, and how you start benefiting from this. So it all's gonna end with the consistency. As I mentioned in the previous videos, talk to your family members. Tell them that I want to be doing this. I want to be committed to this. And if my previous videos have made sense, so you know what I'm talking about. And if it's coming to this simple technique that you have to do, it's not going to charge you any money. It's not going to take, killing a whale with a toothpick. It's not required. All that is not required. It's a very simple technique and a very basic technique which works on the core of your body. It works on strengthening this area. It works on grounding you. It works on having the left and the right part of your brain working properly, and just calming your entire system down and grounding you. And that's what's needed. And when your systems calm down, automatically the fears are going to go. Automatically the flight is not going to be there, and automatically you are going to be in a much more calmer state, slowly. And once you're in, then the impact of OCD and the impact of those fearful thoughts are just automatically going to go away. And that's the entire story, and that's the entire technique of meditation. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about a complementary thing which has got to do with the breath work. And if you do it with this every day, I know, spending 30 minutes a day is already a bit too much. And, spending another 10-15 minutes on it is again this thing. But this is just for the initial time. Once you overcome OCD, with whatever time it takes you, for some, it may take, they might see progress, in in a month. And some might say progress in 2 months. But what I can generally say is that you will start seeing progress once you start these two things together. You'll start seeing progress in about 3 to 4 weeks. You'll start seeing it yourself. And then you can say, okay, fine, this stuff is working for me. And gradually, once, you, let's say 6 months down the line, when you feel, okay, it's worked and I'm pretty cool. Now, you got to maintain this afterwards. You can't just say, okay, fine, I'm absolutely fine, and then leave these practices, because you can't leave them. You have to do them now for the rest of your life. And it's not a punishment, because you got to maintain a certain level that you're now used to. Those fears and everything, why do you want to let them pop up again? You can always maintain, you can maintain your weight after you get fit. You don't go crazy, or you don't leave fitness altogether. So you got to maintain it a little bit. So after that, once you come to a particular position, mental fitness level, rather than doing it twice a day, just do it once a day for 15 minutes. That's fine. That's no problem at all. Once you consider yourself that you are in that position now. So that's the entire technique. Over to the next video, or the breathing techniques that you can do to complement your recovery process. Thank you.